have access to the base. Let them through.
Afternoon, Jim. Getting to know my guards. I know. All right. And civilians walking around in Fort Sancudo. It's not always Army guys. Like these guys. All right. So, welcome back, everybody. Woohoo, nice sun. Welcome back for more Grand Theft Auto Online news. I'm the Missing Sock. Yeah. So today, Rockstar's brought out a new Newswire for us on September 26th. So we're going to have a look at that and see what kind of deals and discounts they've given us. And there's some new content as well, the NX-25 Howard. So yeah, new stunt plane available in the game. So new content. New content's always good. Alright guys, so we'll see you back in a moment. Well, let's go have a look at that. And then we'll come right back for a whole bunch of other things, actually. Things that are actually been going on for, well, I guess the last week or so. And things that are kind of recent too. So things that are kind of affecting all the platforms right now. Yeah, so we'll come back for that after the Newswire. And we'll have a look at more of the Howard stuff. See you in a minute. Alright everyone, so here's Rockstar's Newswire, released for September 26th. This week in GTA Online, Howard NX-25, now available, plus the latest in-game bonuses. There it is, the Buckingham Howard NX-25. Sleek. Yeah, new stunt plane. To climb inside Howard NX-25 is to take a fuel-chugging, pant-wetting, whiplash-inducing trip down memory lane. Back in those glory days, you didn't have to choose between form and function. A plane could be fast, easy, and surprisingly good-looking, just like your grandma. Available September 26th. Latest drop. So Howard NX-25 out now. Who says you have to choose between form and function? With the Buckingham Howard NX-25, you don't have to. The Howard NX-25 combines all the classic beauty of the golden age of aviation with utterly blistering performance. Pick up the stunner from the elitist travel in GTA Online today. Your only regret will be that someday you have to land. And the double GTA money and RPT opportunities through to October 2nd. So now through October 2nd, there's plenty of opportunity to fatten up that in-game wallet and climb through the ranks in the process. Continue to earn big with extended GTA money and RP and Bambushka Run. And if you're looking for some good old-fashioned subterranean combat, reap double rewards on all bunker-based adversary modes. Also through October 2nd, bunker business production and bunker research and manufacturing will be running 25% faster than usual, giving you more bang for your buck as you trade your way to the top. Alright, so at least this week it's a little bit more generous than last week, if you ask me. So, but, you know, at the same time I can complain. We've been doing a lot of these adversary modes for like a month and a week now. You know, they did 3 weeks of the Motor Wars and now 2 weeks of Babushka Run. But I guess if you're liking it, that's good. But I've heard some people saying mixed reactions, so it's almost like they're kind of drawing it along, you know. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they got something good planned down the road, but lots of people could think of better things, but they seem to be taking their time with these adversary modes. But at least there is double GTA money and RP and Babushka Run and all the bunker-based adversary modes, which is better than last week. Plus the biker businesses, production, and bunker research and manufacturing being 25% faster. So, you know, in a sense, that doesn't really make you any more money or any less, you know, cost, but it does do it faster for the next week. So it might be a good time to unlock more bunker research for those that are still doing that. You can do it 25% faster this week, so you might want to switch to research only and get the benefit of that speed. Otherwise, you can just make more money faster using the biker businesses and the bunker business itself. Yeah, and at least we have some discounts too. Airbase savings and more. Get high in your own supply with the following aviation-based discounts now through October 2nd. The LSI Hangar 1 is 15% off, and I think that's the second, the second most expensive, or least expensive. Yeah, second cheapest hangar would be Hangar 1 at LSIA International Airport. And Fort Sancudo Hangar A2, which is the most expensive hangar, I do believe, and that's 25% off. So just those two this week. Hangar floor and graphics and lighting are 25% off, so if you were waiting on the decorations, I've been thinking about some of the changes too, so that might be a good time to check it with 25% off. And the Savage helicopter, 35% off, both buy it now and the trade price. And we've talked about the Savage recently. It has been fixed for those that don't know, so it can actually withstand an RPG hit now. I wouldn't suggest taking 2, but it will take 1. So, and it's a good helicopter, you know. There is comparable helicopter. I don't want to say it's a must-buy, you know, or anything like that, but sometimes for some players, I know some players that don't like to fly the planes, but they do like to fly helicopters, oddly enough. You know, some pilots are just different in different vehicles. And if you're looking for something tougher than the Buzzard, the Savage is a pretty good choice, at least until that Hunter comes out, and then we'll have to compare them. Yeah, the Hunter is another attack helicopter like an Apache that should be around the corner any day now. One of these weeks they'll be releasing it. It's already in the game in some missions, but you can't really buy it yet. Although, that said, it's going to be almost certainly way more expensive than the Savage. I would guess about double the price. Buckingham Swift and the Buckingham Swift Deluxe are 35% off. For both livery models, for the Buckingham Swift and the Deluxe model is 40% off, which I believe is that very expensive helicopter, for those that are interested in that. And parachutes, including bags and smoke trails, is 25% off. Then bring yourself back down to Earth with 25% off the following land vehicles and the ANIS RE7B, ANIS RE7B supercar, Western Nightblade motorcycle, and the Principe Electro motorcycle. So the Principe Electro is a customizable motorcycle. It's kind of cool for that kind of stuff. The Western Nightblade, I like that. It's fairly inexpensive to today's standards motorcycle, and it's actually very stable. In my opinion, it's one of the most stable bikes in the game. So if you're one of those players that has a hard time on the bike, has a hard time staying on the bike, I like the Nightblade. It's a very, very stable bike. Now, it's not necessarily a stunt bike. I wouldn't think of it that way. But if you wanted to battle on the bike, crash into cars, and have a better chance at staying on the bike, I find the Nightblade is an excellent bike for that. And the NS RE7B, by most people's testing, is about the third best supercar. So one of the top ones. I believe the supercars is give or take about 30 vehicles now. So being the number 3 place is a very high position for it. Some people argue it's number 2. For those that are curious, the Wagner is number 1 right now at only 1.4 million. So that still might be a better buy due to downforce changes and things like that. Yeah, premium race and time trial schedule. Fast track your way to the big money with this week's premium race and time trial events now through October 2nd. And the premium stunt race is wall climb, locked to supercars, and the time trial is Vinewood Bowl. All right, let's head back in game. There she is, Howard NX-25. Yeah, we'll check that out once we get in there. I'll bring it up on the website. Yeah, I do like the sunsets here in Fort Zancudo. It's pretty cool sometimes, especially when you see the jets taking off and stuff. It's pretty cool. Or some of the patrols taking off or coming in. I don't know what the timing is. I don't know if there's a certain time for it, but they do change. You know, I haven't been able to see it to pattern lately. Sometimes it depends on how close you are for them to spawn and things like that. It's pretty cool. So here's our Nightwing right here. So it's on sale right now, and I definitely recommend that bike. It's a great bike, very stable. You know, if you're looking for that kind of Harley biker kind of bike, good bike for fighting on, I like this one. It's very, very stable, like I was saying. It's a great bike. And it's not very expensive either. Yeah. So, definitely highly recommend that one. And as we've seen, the changes your hair when that happens. It's funny. I wonder where it's with the extra helmet there on the ground. Strange. Did it fix my hair? Yeah, it did. Right on. All right. Meth supplies. Okay, I ordered those last night. Yeah, I've been having lots of problems with that stuff lately. So guys, yeah, I was going to talk about a lot of that different stuff. So here's our Savage here. I just wanted to show you guys that too, as well, in nautical blue. And that's also on sale, and I highly recommend it for helicopter pilots anyway. Now, there might be some other aircraft you might want to get first. That might be better. And things like the Molotov, things like that. But like I said, some players out there are more helicopter pilots. Or you might have already bought this stuff. Maybe you've got the money to afford it. And if you do, you know, it's a great time while it's on sale, right? And they've definitely increased the strength of it lately. But, you know, you're fine to get by the whole game with just a buzzard. So, it's up to you. It's kind of a half toy, but it is useful sometimes. It is tougher than a buzzard. Now, the other sale is on the Hangar A2, which is this one right here, which is the most expensive hangar. So for those that want the bigger one, not too many people go in there. I think it has a nice, decent access, big door like that, right there. So here in Fort Zancudo, it's kind of a cool place to be. And then, of course, there's the other cheaper one. It tends to land nose first, and you tend to smash that, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not taking it out today. Well, at the moment. Yeah, let's have a look here on the website. So on Foreclosure's website, Maze Bank Foreclosures, you can find those sales on right now for the hangars. And Hangar A2 is this one right here. Oh, Hangar A1. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's on sale. So slashed from the normal price of 1.5 million and change, it's now 1.2. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, so for almost the same price as the cheapest one, you can get that one. Or the most expensive hangar, which I think is normally like 3 million. Yeah, 3.2 million, just over 3.2.5 million. Yeah, so 3.25 million, depending on how you say it. Buy from 2.4 million. So that's not actually too bad. That's a good savings for those that are into that kind of a one. All right, now I did want to actually go into the other website. So let's have a look at latest travel. And here's the Howard NX-25, everybody. So you can see, I've left it so that we could see both the prices without having to immediately have to look them up. So as you guys can see here, the trade price is 27 air freight steel missions, which I think I'm just under right now. And the buy it now price is not actually too far off. So if you didn't want to wait time or didn't want to buy a hangar, it's actually not too bad of a difference at 1.2, almost 1.3 million. Certainly a better price is better though. Yeah, decline Howard NX-25 is to take a fuel change. Yeah, it's the same description as earlier. I thought I should read it again, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, just like your grandma. Yeah, so old school design, but at the same time, it's like high tech, old tech. You know, if you guys know what I mean. And this is, I would say, a stunt plane. And you guys should know that there's no weapons, and you cannot add weapons. Okay, you can armor it, but we'll get to that in a second. But no weapons of any kind. Now, many people do think that the Alpha Z1 is better. Okay, in many ways, it's a slightly more durable plane, but in many ways, these are equal planes. That said. Okay, but that said, this seems to be a more durable plane. Like for instance, if you were to bounce it off the runway a whole bunch of times, this plane seems to be able to handle a lot more of that than this one can. But that said, you know, some people might like that style and whatnot. But I would say usefulness, unfortunately, not very. Much like the Havoc, you know, it's a non-weaponized version, so it's not good in the CO menu as much as people would like it to be. So it'd be nice if they could add weapons to these, or even just a pair of machine guns. You know, I agree with some other people. Like some of the other weaker vehicles they've given us lately have had machine guns on it. Even the glider, you can add some. So. It's kind of strange you can't add a single, you know, crappy machine gun to it or something, right? You know, why not? But oh well. Oh well. But yeah, so I would probably say, unless you're into that kind of a toy, I would say it's a do not buy, unfortunately, for now. Now, furthering the Bambushka should be fixed. Apparently, when this is fully armored, it can take a few different shots. I think it's about 3 different rounds from the explosive rounds from the sniper rifle, or 3 shots from the remote launcher. So, you know, that's quite tough, actually. You know, very, very quite tough. Now, if we look over here at the Bambushka, for that price, and it basically takes the same amount. So I'm really hoping that they fix the Bambushka. Currently, I'm going to probably buy a Bambushka still, but I would definitely say for now, it's probably a do not buy vehicle until Rockstar fixes it, unfortunately. You know, it's just not strong enough, unfortunately. I think it should be able to take a single RPG, in my opinion. Maybe more, but at least one. And unfortunately, right now, it cannot. Yeah. No sales on that yet, either. But we'll see on the other stuff. All right. So moving on, guys, into other things. So unfortunately, there's been, well, yeah, 2 thumbs down for this stuff, I guess. But unfortunately, there's been lots of cheating in the game. So I can show you a clip of me getting killed by a cheater in the game, too. Yes, Martin?
You should call me from time to time.
Yeah, I know. I should be around more. I know. I'm trying to be.
Okay, after what we put into this one, we don't want it to go wrong. Take the car to the sale, and if another crew comes after it, do everything you can to stop them.
What the heck was that? Oh yeah, this looks natural. What the heck? Oh, Revenant. But anyway, so yeah, unfortunately there's been a lot of cheaters in the game, and that is on all platforms right now, unfortunately. So on the Xbox One, on the PlayStation 4, and on the PC. Yeah, unfortunately, guys. So on the PC, unfortunately, nothing new. It's a constant battle, and Rockstar really needs to kick it up because it's happening again. Now, the good news is none of this stuff seems to be affecting your money or anything too much, other than them killing you repeatedly. It can actually cost you thousands of dollars pretty quickly if you don't exit out of the game and get out of it. You'd be in a caught of endless loop, and basically it's charging you, you know, for the emergency services every time. But that doesn't really cost a lot very quickly, but it is still a cost that they can charge to you. Other than that, though, they can't really affect much of your money, just get you killed, and of course mess up your missions, being the most risk. You could be in the middle of a crate sale or something else like that and just have it destroyed by something like that, so it's terrible. Yeah, I don't agree with that kind of stuff. I don't know why people do that. So, unfortunately, on the consoles for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, unfortunately, as people were starting to report last week, it's continuing on. I had hoped not to have to tell you guys about it. I had hoped that Rockstar would fix it, but unfortunately, somehow, some cheating players are getting into some kind of a mod menu where they're able to spawn in stunt track pieces. So things from the stunt races. So, you know, if you guys are familiar with the stunt races, there's loops and tracks and all kinds of track pieces and props, you could say, right? And unfortunately, these props, you can go into the creator modes and create races, and that's where a lot of these props are from. Now, unfortunately, they're able to spawn them right into the lobbies in the free modes in PS4, on PS4s and on Xbox One lobbies. So watch out for that. So some people may not think much of it, a piece of road or track being popped in, but it really can kill you. You know, they can block where you're going, they can grief you with it, they can drop it on you, they can get you killed in all kinds of ways that way. Plus, on top of that, some of these pieces tend to be invisible until you're right up on them. So, you know, if this savage was, it's kind of like they pop in a building, and if that savage was it would be disappeared right around this point. You couldn't even see it. It'd be invisible. And you'd be flying along in your jet, and it would pop right in about 10 meters or so, and you crash right into it. So some players talk about how it just came right at them. Well, quite often what's happening is they can't see it, and then you crash right into it. And that's only certain parts and certain pieces that'll do that. It's common on the PC as well. So very unfortunate, guys. Very unfortunate that way. Lots of cheating right now at the moment. And hopefully, you know, watch out and avoid that. Hopefully Rockstar reconsiders the lobby system, the way they force us to public lobbies. I don't think any players really like that. And at least give us some choices on a low-level lobby or a full lobby, or, you know, maybe categorize the players into better categories of players that want the action, players that want the roleplay, perhaps players that want to be left alone, you know, and just cruising players. You know, it'd be nicer if they gave you some better choices, you know? Oh, well. So guys, I think that's all the main news for this week. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm the Missing Sock. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And hopefully we'll have some better news in the next weeks. I would say it's better special this week, so that's good. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the big ones. A lot of people are waiting for The Hunter to be released and a few other ones like that. All right, so I'll see you guys soon for the next ones. Watch out for the cheaters out there, guys. Hopefully they don't get you too. Oh, and one other complaint. Yes, I was going to almost do a video on complaints. Raids, and just so you guys know, so Raids, updating some information from the past. I've had my CEO crate warehouse raided when it was not full. So, you know, in the past, people would only think that raids were an issue if they were full, your crate warehouse, and that's not true anymore, apparently, at least not for me. And a lot of times you do get the advice, and it was great advice I got in the past that worked, that basically if you didn't have it full, if you had one crate short, so in a 111 crate large warehouse, if you had 110 crates, it wouldn't get raided until you filled that last crate. So a lot of people would say, don't fill it up till you're ready to sell it. Well, unfortunately, it seems like Rockstar's changed it. It seems like, for me, right around 103 or so above that level, it seems to be raided if I leave it alone for too long. Just so you guys know. Alright, so other news about raids, unfortunately, is there's been a lot of motorcycle club raids. Now, I was already getting annoyed with this last week because I was getting raids right after my sells, and I don't agree with that in the first place, guys. You don't even have a chance to celebrate with your friends, to go back to your biker clubhouse or any of that stuff, you know, before they're calling you with a raid and an issue. Right? And that was bad enough. But now, just the other day, when I was on with a friend, and I got raided double, like back-to-back raids. So I did a weed sell, and right at the end, I got a raid. And off I went to the cocaine lockup to say I'll solve the day and save the day for the cocaine lockup. And then right afterwards, literally the moments afterwards, I got raided at my meth place. So I don't know if you guys are running into that, but it's really annoying to me. You know, if I basically wanted to set up a day where I sold it all, it'd be really hard, because it'd almost be guaranteed raids right now. All right. Another weed sale. Get my hacking staff back to work.
So, the buyer's there, and he can't drive. So if you can ferry him and the Kush back to his place and keep your sanity, then you'll get your check.
All right.
Nice.
Doesn't even kick me in. Should be kicking in.
Damn it. I knew we should have paid him off.
Fucking
We got
right.
corrupt
I knew
cops
it.
at the business. Get over there and
You want a buzzer?
Coke place. Alright, so here we go. Cops to kill. And yeah, probably staff to rescue. See how it goes. Take it the enemy's attacking your MC business. Watch when they get too close to shoot at you. Shoot down that helicopter. Rescued workers. Alright. We did it.
Nice.
Well, that was a little too close for comfort. You did well to keep
My
us in
first
business.
real thing
You're
in the
up
Duke
and
of Death
running
here.
again like it weren't no thing. LJ over.
Oh, another phone call.
Drop what you're doing. It's LJT.
What? Another one?
Someone's made off with a shipment of your crystal and sold it to some gangsters. Try to take it back before they move it on.
Can you believe this? Alright, off we go. On a second raid in a row. Quick, quick, quick. Now the meth place is being raided. Okay, blue thing's on the map now. Yeah, keep taking him out. He's probably going to give it a go. Alright. Another one. Awesome. Attackers. But I'm at the door now. Return my stolen product. God damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to go inside my cocaine place and see what the stock was at. Like, God.
Well, that was a little too close for
Yeah.
comfort. You did well to keep us in business. We are up and running again
Sounds
like it
kinda
weren't no
bullshit.
thing. LJ over.
Let's see. Am I all out of phone calls now, LJD? Alright, good. Oh, now that everything's been raided. So bad. Yeah, you see the annoyance of the raids, though. You know.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like ridiculous. Yeah. Like I said, you don't even have time to celebrate with your biker friends after a sell or anything, you know? Or even take in stock after the raid. It's brutal. And he's already calling you about the next one.
Yeah.
I've even been raided with one block of product. And that other meth place is still mostly full, so they could raid me again, but I'd hope not, but it could happen. So I don't know if Rockstar's changed the code. In my belief, they have. Keep your eyes open for that and watch out for that, guys. Yep. Stay safe in San Andreas. It's a pretty hard thing to do these days. Yeah. Maybe that's supposed to be the game, but I think that's not quite the way we were thinking of it. Alright, take care, everybody. I'm the Missing Sock. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Didn't like that one. I was just waiting just for me. Should be able to sit, have a beer. Yeah.